It's time for the UFC SuperShow. Now, of course, I recognize that there are other people doing their shows. I understand that my good friend Twitch and my good friend Greg, they're each doing their shows. And but of course, um, as always, I promised I was going to do my show at around this time. Especially on Discord, but of course that usually can't be helped. But also, hey, what's up, Captain Danger? How's everything going, man? And as you can see, there you are, the cover athlete in this case. Also watching a little bit of Greg's show, in addition to IPW, which is Twitch's show. But anyway, how's everything going, man? Ready to eat dinner? Okay. Hey, not a problem, man. Okay. So we have a two-woman tournament, which is just simply just a single fight, as well as an eight-man tournament, and a couple of title matches, and some champion versus champion matches. That's what we have on this Super Show today. And of course, the headliner is, I'll show you that. The headliner is Jinku against you, Captain, as far as the main event is concerned. Yes. Of course, it kind of does suck, though, that, a lot of other people are streaming, but what can you do? So, let's get it. There we go. Again, I really wish that there was a way I could, you know, I don't want to, I'm the kind of guy that doesn't like to step on other people's shows, especially as they had either just started. I mean, it's one thing if they're almost done, but it's another thing but it really cannot be helped. But I also have to realize it can't be helped on my side either if it was the other way around. But what can you do? Anyway, so we have Minnie Morgan and Shauna Gears as our first two competitors, and these two are in the two-woman tournament. So the question is, who is going to become the next number one contender between these two? Will it be Minnie or will it be Shauna? So let me just let those two girls know, or at least their managers. So oh, darn it, I forgot to get the URL. Anyway, also, hey, what's up, Joker? And Joker, we're gonna see you in the tournament. So you're in the eight-person tournament, and oh yeah, and one other person, Shauna. So just letting her know, Lady Gears, good luck in your fight. And there we go. Anyways, do I get my debut today? As a matter of fact, you do. Both you and Joker, as a matter of fact. All right, so now that I let the women know, or at least their managers know, let's get to it. And Let me see. All right. Well, so far Gregory is still doing his show. I understand we have a match with Mystic Pain and one other person. So I'll give you some little bit of updates with how Greg's show is going. And if you're more interested in wrestling, you can check out Greg's show on that link. I figured I may as well give him a plug while I have a chance, so there you go. Also, let me turn down my TV so it doesn't, there we go. So there we have Shauna Gears. Let me give you her record, as a matter of fact. Okay, got the wrong picture. There we go, we got it. Okay, so Shauna currently has 3 wins and 3 losses, while Minnie Morgan is at 4 wins and 7 losses, and 2 of those wins came against the UFC flyweight champion. I mean, she won 2 fights just to get a shot, and then when she had the shot, she lost it. So a victory here would put her in line for a shot. Both of them, actually. A victory for either one of these two will give them a shot at the Bantamweight Championship, as both of them are Bantamweights. So Minnie is younger, but the height and the weight and the reach go to Shauna Gears. But yeah, are you excited about your debut today? Both you and Joker?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time!
So this, you're ready. Okay, cool. So anyway, this fight, because this is the finals, or really the only fight in a 2-women tournament, it is scheduled for 5 rounds. So they have more than enough time to settle it. And if somehow it does go the distance, it will be 5 rounds, so. But yeah, you guys can tell me who you think is going to win this one.
This woman is a kickboxer, making her professional debut here tonight. She stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 130.
But I can understand, though, going back between this Broken Twitch's show and Gregory's show, and then Joker says he's born ready, and then Chaos, and then Reaper says that Gears is going to win this one. I mean, she has delivered in the clutch a couple of times, has Shauna. And in fact, I'm willing to bet both these women are ready to open a can, as am I. Yep. Opening up a can, baby. Ah, good. That was some sparkling water for me. Oh, also, I almost forgot. I always forget to do this, but I forgot to turn off the HUDs. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's right. And then Joker also is going to go with Shauna for this one. And a kick that knocks down Minnie. Watching football on your TV. Yeah, I will say that the games have been awesome for the most part. Like, even the Thursday night game that happened between the Jaguars and the Bengals, I mean, that one turned out to be a great game. So several people are watching football in addition to this game, or this show. Of course, I am somewhat face palming after what Candy did, and I might have to address that. I mean, my team lost to Dallas, sadly, but I'm not that surprised. Yeah, I was surprised that the Jets won of all teams, and they did it against at the expense of the Titans. I'm like, you'd have thought the Titans would just run roughshod on them, but they didn't. Dolphins are probably better than the Jaguars. You know what? I don't disagree with that just for the fact that, the Jaguars have just been terrible outside of their 2017 run. Like, outside of 2017, they really haven't done much. I mean, they got off to a great start back in 95. Or was it 96? I forget. Ooh, nice ducking of that kick there by Gears. And for Gears, her strategy is very simple. Get the fight to the ground and try to go for a submission. And if you're Minnie, you want to keep the fight standing up and just pick her apart and try to knock her out there. I can't wait into the Super Bowl. Yeah, I can't wait for that either. And also hello to Super Mario Under. We'll see if the Jaguars do make a comeback, but I'm not going to hold my breath, though. I mean, the only thing they have going for them is that, they have Shahid Khan as their owner, but of course, nice guys don't always finish first. And then Captain's also going to go for Gears to win this. Anyway, or at least we need to at least to make it to the Super Bowl. Well, that's kind of a stretch there, Mr. Zach, but hey, what can I say? Sam Darnold leads the league in rushing touchdowns, apparently. Oh, WWTG simply stands for way to go. That's really what it is. It stands for way to go, as in way to go for our good friend Justin. He beat he beat Pokemon. Like he finally beat the game that he was having a lot of trouble with. So that's and we were just simply congratulating him on finally beating the game of Pokemon. I mean, it's not that it's a difficult game, but it is if you don't know what you're doing. And wait a minute. And nice takedown and transition into an armbar, but there's only 8 seconds left. Can she do it? Can she get a submission here? Well, it didn't matter. She escaped, and that's the end of the round. So, for the most part, I would think that that Minnie did pretty well on the feet, but once it got down to the ground, that's where you see a big difference in the ground game. That's why I saw a picture of Pokemon. Yeah, because Justin, like I said, he finally beat a game of Pokemon. So there you go. Zach, you need more than a good QB to fix the issues with the Jaguars. It's a management issue and staff. I mean, of course, like as I said, the Khan family, Shahid great guy, but he definitely needs to hire people and surround himself with people that know what they're doing. I mean, of course, being able to draft talent is one thing, but being able to hold on to that talent. I mean, they had Leonard Fournette, but they lost him in free agency, and I mean, it's very simple. I mean, you got to win games, and if you don't win games, then people aren't going to stay very long. So it takes more than that, really. And also Walter Johnson, we're going to see him as well as Zach, as well as Chaos and Captain Danger and Joker on the show. WWE wants Conor McGregor to fight at WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar. I don't know if you saw your last fight, Zach, or actually I think you did. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, so far it is Gears with a bloody face, but she now has Minnie on the ground, and this is where you want to have her. Now going for an arm triangle. Well, fair enough, I will say. I mean, if it's actually, I'm not sure. I mean, of course, Brock's size would pose a problem, but then Conor, if he's not careful, he's gonna get a big fat lip if he's not careful with Brock Lesnar. And Minnie trying to escape. Let me double check and see. Okay, cool. But yeah, I don't want to say too much, but yeah, Candy is in a bit of trouble, and I'm gonna have to talk with her, or at least her manager. Anyway, but he didn't like that Tony started a wrestling business too. I mean, yeah, that could distract him from, because Tony has to focus a lot more on the business of AEW, and to his credit, he's doing just that. But yeah, they definitely need a lot of help. That's all I will say about that. And now Shauna going for yet another submission, and again, this is where you don't want to be if you're Minnie Morgan. You don't want to get in a submission battle. Well, it kind of is in the sense of it won't let me stream, but at least I can showcase this. I got an invite to your server. Okay. I wasn't sure what you sent me though, so that was my fault there. I didn't read that. But you had an okay. Let me exit your old one just because you're not using that one. So there. And also, Clinton says, Joker, you are completely wrong about Conor and Brock. And also, well, what's up, Clinton? And also, we're gonna see Clinton as well. I mean, we're gonna see 8 of the 8 big boys enter a tournament, but only one will emerge as the #1 contender. And another triangle armbar, or an arm triangle, I can't talk, but that's the end of the round. So that's 2 rounds already done. So I will say that Shauna controlled the pace for the most part when it was on the ground. I mean, there's no secret that WWE wants Conor. It's just that he's under contract with the UFC, and it's not like, and of course UFC has him tied down to a contract. That's the only reason that he can't do it. I mean, how Conor was able to get a boxing fight with Mayweather, I'll never know. And yes, you are on the show, Zach. And I'll show you the rest of the card after this fight. But I just figured, ladies first. You gotta give the women their opportunities there. And also hello to Jose. And Morgan, no, tries to escape again. And once again, once you get down to gears in the ground, I mean, there's only a few people that can stand face to face with gears on the ground. Oh, but that time she escaped, did Minnie. Ooh, nice side kick there. Also, let me double check and see how. All right, so Katsumi won her match on NWA Enter the Gate. So that was a good win by her. The game's what? Oh, coding. I'm not sure about that one. But in the meantime, now, just as I was talking about gears when on the ground, and the fact that Minnie was, for the most part, having trouble, well, now Gears is having trouble with the stand-up game, as she just got taken down by Minnie. It really just comes down to strength and a takedown attempt. No, well defended. And a couple of kicks right to the abs, and then a big punch to have her slide down down up against the cage. Okay. It's that coding game. I think it's called Slither Rio. I don't know about that one. Anyway, now both women are back down. And and Captain says hello to Super Mario. Anyway, nice Superman elbow. So far, both women are playing to their strengths. Watch a death match. Well, I wouldn't get too comfortable because you could be up next. Well, as far as competing on the card, I should say. Now, 13 seconds left. And Shauna, nope, tries to take her down again. And we're going to go to a round 4. Incredible.
You ready? You ready? Let's go, fight.
Good kick by Morgan. Absolutely. That was a good kick in the previous round, but now it is the 4th round, and, I don't think, I mean, outside of maybe Morgan, I'm not sure if I don't think these two have ever gone this far, so this is new for them. Yeah, her name is Minnie, Minnie Morgan, the girl in purple. Oh, and going for an Amari roll, but she missed. And for some reason, Morgan is going to go to the ground. Uh, I don't think this is a smart idea if you are Morgan, because this plays right into the strengths of Shauna. But Alashi is going to go on top. Nope, she does not. Oh, gosh. A scaffold? Oh, I hate those ones. Not because I think they're bad matches. I just think it's because they're very dangerous. I'm like, I would much rather a table match or something like that. But then again, but it's more so the heights that I'm not a fan of, really. But I can understand, the logic of, two guys hating each other so much that they want to throw each other off a scaffold. So, oh my gosh, that's even worse. I mean, it's one thing to be put through thumbtacks, but Taipei, ugh. Because it not only it cuts your opponent, but it could also cut your own hands, and that's, I don't know, maybe I'm just squeamish, I guess. And now going for, I think it's a triangle, or I'm not sure what she's doing. Oh, no, wait, I think she might be going for a triangle choke with the legs. But, different strokes for different folks, so who am I to say? And that's going to, that's going to do it. I mean, once she had that thing on tight, it was really only a matter of either passing out or tapping out, and she tapped out. And Shauna Gears is now the #1 contender for the Bantamweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 24 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by tap out, the third.
All right, so congratulations to Shauna Gears, as she now improves to 4 wins and 3 losses. And for Minnie, she now has 4 wins to 8 losses now. Oh, you have? Oh, gosh. I would much rather prefer the Texas version, but that's just me, though. But, oh, my goodness. I mean, that's terrible. That really is. Okay. Okay, so since you know what, Zach, since you're here, because I don't know if you're gonna leave or not, but I figured since you're here, we'll do your fight next. So here you go. Let me back out and then go back in again. But yeah, I never knew that. I never knew that, Clinton, that you competed in those dangerous matches, though. All right, so up next is Zach Walker taking on Kamaru Usman in a champion versus champion fight. This is the welterweight champion, Kamaru Usman, otherwise known as the man who won the Champion of Champions tournament. And so he hasn't had a fight since then, since winning the tournament. And Walker is going to face off against him. And we're going to find out who is the better champion. The titles are not on the line. Ugh, excuse me. I used to wrestle in the Pacific Northwest in a company who did nothing but hardcore matches. So it's kind of like CZW in a way. I mean, I don't, honestly, I don't even think I would have lasted IRL, but hardcore death matches are crazy. I watch those matches on YouTube. Do snoots. Yes, I guess. All right, well, up next is Kamaru Usman. And then Zach is like, Joker, why you hating? I just think that Joker knows that Kamaru has only lost, you know, only once in his entire career. And Jose in the crowd just smiling. I have to remember there is a bit of there is a much longer delay than there was when I was streaming on PS4. I'm gonna have to test that out again and hope that it works. But in the meantime, Jordan is younger, but the height, the weight, and the reach go to Jordan Walker. So, and while it's not as much of a stretch as it probably was against Cole Wesson, he is going up against an NCAA champion. And then Joker says he used to wrestle in Puerto Rico in real life. I'm sorry, I meant D's FBI open up. No, it is PS4. It is on the PS4. It's just I'm using OBS. So I had to get around that just by the fact that it wasn't working like the PS4. Yeah, I mean, and it's not like I tried everything. I mean, I looked at my internet to see if it was my internet that was the problem. No, it was just the servers that were the problem, really. My last match was a triple reinforced cage, poles attached to a post with weapons hanging from chains and more weapons under the ring, and you had to make them bleed, then drop for the 10 count. I quit to win. All right, so Usman in the black and Walker in red. Nice kick to the body. And if you're Walker, you want to keep this fight standing up. You don't want Usman to take you down. So you have a boxer against a wrestler. And if you're Walker, you don't want him to take you down. He goes for yet another takedown, but snuffed it. Ooh, nice uppercut. Caught him clean on that one. Goes for a head kick, but Usman expected it. And then Captain's asking Joker and Clinton, how many titles did you guys win? Although Usman not afraid to throw hands himself, although he got kicked in the face. 5 different titles in that one company. And so far, Walker just teeing off on him. I mean, one thing that Jordan's very good at is counterpunching. Every time that Usman throws a punch, Walker knows how to punch back. Of course, like I said, Usman has the power, but that's only because he's big. But not by that much, though. Now tries to take him down, but he cannot. Ooh. Both guys doing pretty well. Ooh, big punch. Nice right hook there onto Usman. Usman having to back away. Now goes for yet another takedown, but Walker, ooh, nice knee onto the face. I mean, so far, Usman has not gotten anything going as far as the ground game because he hasn't been taken down, or he hasn't taken down Walker, I should say, excuse me. And then Captain's asking if you have you guys fought together or no. I don't know if they've ever fought in real life or fought together as a tag team, but anyway, yes, it was in Portland, Spokane, Yakima, Eugene, Salem, Corvallis, Tacoma, Olympia, Seattle, and Northern Idaho. I have not wrestled Joker. And now, wait a minute. And this is exactly what I thought would happen if it went to the ground. And once it went to the ground, I mean, that's usually where Usman beats you. So unless you have great wrestling ability or you're a jiu-jitsu fighter or you have the ability to keep the fight standing up, unless you have that, Usman's going to get you, and this is what happens, unfortunately. Because Walker, he had it won, but was unable to stay on the feet. Once he got taken down, he was a sitting duck, unfortunately. But again, you have to expect that with Usman. But for now, Usman wins the champion versus champion fight between the two. And for Zach, he'll go back to the drawing board and get ready for his next title defense, whenever that is. But for Jordan Walker, he now goes to 9 wins, 10 losses, and 1 no contest. Also, let me double check just to see if anyone's trying to contact me. Okay, no one has. The bar was so big. But for Usman, again, he this is one of those guys you have to expect to lose to, because, like I said, he only has lost ever in his whole life once. Now, that's not to say he's never been beaten in a UFC game. He did get beat twice by Logan Hinton when he was here. But it is what it is. Okay, so this is our final champion versus champion fight before we get to our first round of the men's tournament. And in fact, that's what we're going to do right now. But first, we have Speranza Danzi and Candy Vega. I was forced out of injury due injury in the above described last match. Oh, I see. Okay. Let's see. In the meantime, let me just let Blade Charge and Candy know. And then finally, let me get Candy here. Oh, wait. I gave him the wrong link. Hold on. Yeah, I gave him the wrong link. There we go. But yeah, in between each fight, more often than not, this would be a good time to go get some snacks and stuff like that. Okay, here we go. Doubt my body can do that again. Yeah, it's the wrestling business takes and takes, and it hardly ever gives. The only thing I would say is had I don't know. It would have been nice if Clinton had actually became a big star, but on the other hand, who knows what would have happened. I'm just surprised that you survived. Because I highly doubt I would have. I probably would have been done after one match, and it wouldn't have even been a hardcore match. But that's just me though. But it's also important to have an education, and that's in education. It's priceless. Okay, so we have Speranza Danzi, the women's open weight champion, against the bantamweight champion in another champion versus champion match. So who's gonna win this one? We'll find out pretty soon. But I will say, anyway, I was uh, I was just also checking up on uh, on Gregory's show. NWA opened the gate, but anyway, I do have I do have something to say to Candy when she gets here, so I'm not gonna say it just yet. So as it is, we have the bantamweight champion, and Walter's gonna go for Candy on the and Walter, you do have a fight. It's not on the card. It's in a tournament. So you actually do have a fight, Walter. So after this, we will go to the tournament. So that's what we're gonna do. As Speranza, lately Speranza has tried out a number of different outfits, including this pink mask. I guess she kind of felt fabulous and wanted to wear a mask. I mean, it does match her pink hair or purple hair. Um, well, uh, You might want to talk to Lashana about that. It's not in my place to talk about it until I actually talk to Candy herself. But anyway, I had two characters. Craven, a complete psycho who went for blood in every match. Clinton Cage, an American who turned his back on the USA and became a pro-Irish militant. So, so I don't know if you were ever featured on local television or if you were in one of those uh, independent companies that had a YouTube presence, because I know that those companies do exist, and because of YouTube, they are able to get their name out there. So hopefully I can find them and see, like, oh my gosh, that's Clinton or Craven. But yeah, that's pretty cool that you had two characters there. And Speranza doing her best Shawn Michaels impression. It was a spoiled rich kid who only cared about himself. Not sure if it was online. Oh, so you worked under a spoiled rich kid. That kind of figures. No wonder. No wonder you didn't get any exposure or anything like that. Because it would have been nice if, and of course it also didn't help that WWE was really the only game in town. And so far, Candy Vega, being the fact that she is a balanced fighter, taking on Dancy, who is a jiu-jitsu practitioner. So, Candy's best bet is to try to win on the feet. And for Dancy, she has to try to get her down and go for a submission. But yeah, anyway, I'm sorry about that. I was checking my messages in case someone was trying to call me. Okay, back to the show. But yeah, I mean, if you worked under me IRL, I definitely would have tried to showcase you, or anyone else really. But again, that's just me saying that. I mean, of course, there's a lot more to the wrestling business that even I don't know. So that goes to show that my IQ may not be the best. It's better than most, but not the best. Anyway, nice counter punching there by Candy, and also nice counter kicking by Speranza. I'm a natural heel. I struggle as a face. Oh, and nice kick to send down Candy, but Candy got up really quickly though. I mean, that's kind of the same thing with Cody Rhodes, because Cody was always good at being the heel. Also, nice combination punching there, but a couple of missed kicks. Ooh, nice side kick there to Candy. Well, it looks like Speranza is doing pretty well with the kicking game, but she has to be careful not to fall in love with it too much and play to her strengths. But that really should just go without saying. And again, Speranza doing pretty well with the kicking game. Anyway, IQ is how fast you process information. Best IQ I've come into contact with is my friend Jonathan. He had an 180 IQ, but unless you connected what you were talking to Mortal Kombat, then it's gone. Yeah, that's true. And now, wait a minute. An Amari roll that sends Candy Vega to the ground. And now, is Candy going to submit, or is she going to escape? And Candy escapes and now ends up on top of Speranza in a mount position. Now transitions behind Speranza, now into a half guard, now into the full guard, and even on the bottom, Speranza is very dangerous. Well, I guess maybe IQ wasn't the thing I was talking about. Maybe I was trying to think of not so much intelligence, but yeah, intelligence rather than how fast you process information. I was trying to think of like knowledge, not so much like how fast you. I probably should have been more specific as to what I was trying to say, but that just goes to show I am only human. And that's the end of the first round, and that one was kind of back and forth between the two. I have to imagine Blade Charge might be at work, so I understand. I like to think I have wisdom. Yeah, very good fight so far. And also hello to and welcome to the show, Mr. Crimson Ninja 420, who also has a fight. And in fact, we're gonna get to that tournament after this particular fight between Dancy, Speranza Dancy, and Candy Vega. And both women trading punches, but Vega doing the best. Although Dancy not too shabby herself. But yeah, it's great to see you, Mr. Crimson Ninja. Um, I would mention something, but I'll have to talk about it off camera though. And total strikes landed, almost dead even, with Dancy with the slight edge a little bit. Now going for another takedown, but well defended by Vega. Both women going for some spinning fists and elbows. Ooh, nice spinning kick and well connected onto Vega. Oh, went for a knee, but grabbed at the last moment. And then a knee onto the gut of Speranza. Ooh, nice duck of that spinning back fist. Nice counter punching there onto Candy. But really, this is where Candy excels. You again, you have to try to get her down if you're Speranza. Ooh, nice left hook there onto Speranza. Clinton, I also feel it's easier to be a heel. Being an a-hole is more fun since you have to be more civil and nice majority of the time. It provides an escape. I mean, and a lot of people say that that I am a more natural face than I am a heel. I mean, I did propose a few ideas if I was to become a heel, such as Toad Rude, which would be like, what I like to have right now is for you fat, uncivilized sweat hogs to keep the noise down while I take my robe off and show the women what a real toad is supposed to look like, or something like that. But I mean, I can also see why people think that I'm a very cool guy, which I am. But anyway, I could post my very first promo on in the Discord if people want me to. I mean, it's up to you. It's your call, really. I don't want to force you to do something you don't want to do. Candy Vega is on Twitch's stream. Yeah, I know that she is, so I could probably understand why she's not here. And so far, yeah, like, you're too nice, TJ. I can't imagine you as a heel, honestly. Well, I think really the only time I'm probably anything but is when someone has offended me, really. Because it's just that the and I guess one thing I will say is, oh, nice kick there to Speranza, but Speranza got up really quickly though. But I mean, I appreciated that. Although I don't think Candy's gonna appreciate getting kicked in the face after that spinning heel kick. I mean, her heel did hit her face there, but wow, I did not expect that one from Speranza. Let's take another look at that. Boom! The back of her heel got her on the chin really, really good. Yeah, so that's why I don't make Speranza angry, because, she could do that to me. And I'll leave it at that.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 54 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Destroyer.
I mean, that was close, though. I mean, look, like, 6 seconds left to go before the end of round 2, and she got a knockout. Anyway, that takes Candy Vega's record to 3 wins and 5 losses, and for Speranza, she is at an impressive 9 wins and 2 losses. Incredible. All right, well, now let's go to our tournament finally. And now, of course, when I made the bracket, I went by the most wins taking on the one with the least wins, and so on and so forth. So here are the matchups in the quarterfinals to begin. We have Walter Johnson and Joker, Josh Brooks and the Crimson Ninja, Clinton Cage and Chaos Reaper, and finally the Insane One and Arkham 500, Cayenne Reynolds. I'm not gonna read it, but okay. So all right. So Gregory's show is done. I did leave him a like though. But yeah, I still kind of do feel bad that I ended up streaming at around the same time he did, but I wasn't sure how long his show was going to be, so that's another thing. And plus, like I said, I promised I was going to do this. All right, so good luck, Clinton. All right, so now the question is, who wants to go first? I mean, first person to say me, I will go with that person. But like I said, we'll eventually get through all the fights though. So we'll see who wants to go first then. Chaos. Oh, okay. Well, Chaos did it for you and Clinton. All right. Very well. So we're gonna have Clinton and Chaos, and well, they're two good friends. Unfortunately, one of them will have. Unfortunately, one of them will be out, and the other will move on to the next round. So it just kind of worked out that way. As far as who gets, I mean, the question is who's gonna win, Clinton or Chaos? With Chaos wearing a bit of a do rag there, and also, hey, what's up, Blade Charge? You just missed Speranza getting a big win. You can see it for yourself if you want to, but here we have the tournament. So, by the way, Chaos, you actually did have a fight after you were made, and you won that fight. So this is only your second fight. So far you're 1-0. Oh, excuse me. I am having some sparkling water. It's to help me keep. It's to help get rid of my gas. But yeah, it's great to see you, Mr. Blade Charge. You're in a Dungeons and Dragons session. Oh, okay. And as for Clinton, he is coming off of two straight losses. One to, um, I believe it was I forgot who he fought, but but the other person was against Israel Adesanya. So we'll find out if Clinton can turn this momentum around for him. And as such, Clinton or his character is younger. The height and the reach are the same, but the weight is the biggest difference between him and Chaos Reaper. So, uh, Clinton's, I guess the best way for Clinton to win is to try to get Chaos to tire out, given the fact that he's carrying all that weight.
This man is a freestyle fighter.
So it could come down to cardio or something. I don't know. And also, hello to Feck. What's up, man? Well, champ. On the last show, you did get beat. You got beat by Justin Cruz, and for that, Justin is going to face you again, but this time with the title on the line later in the show.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. Ready.
And immediately Cage going right after Chaos. And now both men are on the ground as Chaos Reaper and immediately Chaos going for a submission onto Cage. I mean, to say that you're undefeated. I mean, yes, you are undefeated in the sense that you haven't been beat for the title um, when it has been on the line. And for Clinton, is he going to escape? He does. Now, and now immediately, Chaos going right after Cage. Nice block there by Cage. And so far, Chaos controlling the pace on the ground. Now in a full mount position. I was going back and forth between this and Ignite Pro Wrestling there. And so far, Chaos just laying the smackdown on Clinton. And Clinton tries to escape, but Chaos not going to let him have it. And immediately goes for an armbar again. This could be close, though. And Clinton in a bit of trouble. And wait, what happened there? Oh, fight's been off as Clinton is now grabbing his arm, but congratulations to Chaos Reaper in only his second fight. And already Chaos Reaper is undefeated at 2-0. And for Clinton, he now goes to 4-8. We'll have to find out what's going on with Clinton because he really hasn't been the same ever since he lost to Adesanya in the second fight that they've ever had. We'll have to find out what Clinton is going to do. But for Chaos, he moves on and will face off against either Insane One or Arkham 500, whatever you may say.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 43 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission, Assassin.
Yes, good fight indeed. Okay, so let's see who is up next after this. I mean, we have Wally in the chat. We have I'm not sure if Joker's still in the chat there, but there's him, and then there's also Crimson Ninja. So those are the people that have been in the chat that are in this tournament as well. And also hello to Brandon. Welcome to the show, though. The Control Your Narrative channel. Yeah, I've heard of it, but I heard they had a good match though, so that's a good thing that they had a great match there. So yeah, a submission in the first round for Chaos Reaper. Let's see. Maybe it's time to hang him up. Not sure. Well, I hope not. I just hope that. Well, I don't want to make. I don't want you to make a decision as rash as that. Okay. Well, I guess the only other thing we could do is Walter. Are you still here? Because I saw that you were here a couple of moments ago. So. I guess I'll just go into it then. Okay. All right. So up next is Walter Johnson and the debut of Joker, who is making his return after the last time that we saw him was back in UFC 3, and the fact that he's waited as long as he has to get back is another thing. And there's Walter right there. So good luck to you and the Joker, and Brooklyn Joker, that is. And ooh, Joker trying to take the head off of Johnson right away with that big kick. It's Marvel versus DC, Hulk and CGS Joker. I just realized that. Yeah, that's true. I mean, both these guys have green hair. I just and I just said that. Walter just said it, just as I did. But yeah, Joker is well, actually, both these guys are big, but Joker is just a little bit. He has the height, and whereas Johnson, yeah, he's got the height, has Joker. I mean, he stands at 6'6", and Walter stands at 6'3". However, Johnson is outweighed by 55 pounds. Of course, that's never stopped him. Ooh, almost got hit with that kick there. And now a clinch. Nope. Ooh, big right hand and then a spinning kick. And already Joker just laying the smackdown. But Wally not going to give it up. And also hello to Candy Vega. What's up? Candy? How are you doing? All right, just wanted to leave Broken Twitch a happy hug. Just want to give him a hug for a great job that he's doing on this show, though. No, I did not give Speranza favors. What are you talking about? I mean, yes, Joker is taller and he has a massive chest and body, but we've seen Walter go up against, guys taller and guys that weigh more than he does. But yeah, Candy, I saw what happened on what was it? On Twitch's show. I saw what happened. Well, because she outperformed you. What am I supposed to say? That I took control? No. It was done fairly. As fair as what just happened to Wally, as he just got kicked in the side of the head, and it could have gone either way. I mean, it could have just as easily ended with Joker getting punched in the face, but instead, Joker just kicked his way into the semifinals. Wow, got kicked on the side of the head. Look at this. Boom. But yeah, it was AI versus. Yeah, I'm very sorry about that, Wally. But you did well. It's just Joker is huge. But hey, I mean, you did lose to Captain Danger in your first fight, and then you won and beat him in the second fight. So it's not like you cannot. It's not like you can't win, because you have. But as it is, Brooklyn Joker is going to move on into the next round. Again, I'm not sure if Joker is still in the chat or if he had to go and get something there. And apparently Joker had a match with one of Roman Reigns' cousins in real life. I did not know that. Well, Candy, if there's something that I am getting sick of, it is the fact that you throw a temper tantrum. It's one thing to do that for like a little bit, but then it gets, it gets a bit old. If anything, like like me saying it's AI versus AI, and you said that it's not working no more. Well, just the fact that you get angry and then it's like you act like a petulant child. Oh, so I did. Yes. Do listen to Chaos, or I will do more than just simply mute you. I mean, I saw what happened, and you caused Lashana to, quote, cancel her show. I was not too happy about that. I really was not. Anyway, next fight is going to be Josh Brooks and Crimson Ninja. I'm not sure if you're still in here. Yeah, and of course, yeah, and I can see that Broken Twitch is a bit despondent, and who's to say I blame him, really? Anyway, let me get Ninja up as he's about to have his fight next. She did. She did. I'm just trying to hash it out with her. Well, you really have to be careful with what you say. I'm serious. I mean, just the fact that she, quote unquote, canceled her show, maybe for good, just because of what you said, and that's not, and does it suck to lose on a screw job? Of course it does. But at the end, it is a game, and it's part of the storyline. But I mean, if you make it tough for the promoter, I mean, it's kind of just shitting on the work that he did, especially if there's going to be a payoff at the end. But even then, now of course that one was scripted. What happened with Speranza was not. So yeah. So, leaving. I did not lash out on anyone. It's me saying something. Anyway, nice kick there to Josh Brooks. And Josh is a boxer, and Crimson Ninja is a jiu-jitsu fighter. So for Ninja, his best bet is to try to take down Brooks. I mean, in spite of the fact that Brooks has, or excuse me, that Crimson Ninja has a weight advantage on him. Let's see, in or out of character, people still have feelings too. Yes, that is true. But there comes a point where you have to keep your feelings in check, because at some point, if you don't, someone is going to get offended, and not just within the storyline. I'm talking I'm talking out of character though. So there comes a point where you have to dial it back, and there just comes a point where, you know, where that's just what it has to be. Anyway, nice set of punches there by Crimson Ninja. And, ooh, nice spinning kick there onto Josh Brooks. But then Josh comes back with a big right hand of his own, or maybe it was his left hand. I'm not sure. Yes. Candy, we'll have to talk more about it off camera, though. And also, hey, Drum Monkey, nice to see you. It's been a while since I've seen you on the show, or at least in the chat there. I know that you've had some sickness, and I hope that whatever sickness has ailed you is about almost done. Because I remember that you were having some sickness and whatnot. Okay, so I will say that you put up a bad fight. How about that? If you want to be, if you really want to be honest about it. The fight itself was great. It's just that Speranza just came up with a big kick. I'll just give you that for brutal honesty then, if that's what you want. Anyway, oh, nice punching combination there onto Brooks, but then Brooks comes back with a big kick onto the side of the head. Anyway, what's up, not Candy, sorry. Zach, what's up, man? But no, still very sick. Yeah, like I recall that you were like having headaches and stuff like that, and so I don't blame you for not being as active as you would like to be. I probably would be that way too if I was sick too. But oh, nice spinning kick, and Brooks just came back though. Yeah, kicks are hard in this game. Well, and Captain says, "What's up, Drum Monkey?" Yes. But yeah, nice spinning kick. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Wham! Right on the chin. Gets all of it. I mean, a lesser man probably would have gotten knocked out from that, but, you know, Josh does have himself a tough chin. But he got really good. But yeah. But yeah, Lashana decided to cancel the show. Walter. Not, I forget if she was going to do it today or some other time, but I'm not sure. She didn't really say specifically, did Lashana. Let me check and see how. Okay, looks like Twitch is doing all right. I personally know the feeling that Candy's going through. Losses in a way can leave a bad taste in your mouth. I mean, I get it. And this was something I also had to go with you when you were here. It's like, it does it suck to lose? Of course it does. Like I've lost my fair share of fights too, and uh, but I've also had to realize it is a game. I mean, Walter, I mean, I'm happy that Walter wants to win, but he also has. But everyone knows that, you can't always win. I understand that I should have went to you first to ask to postpone. That's on me. Postpone what? Your fight or the show? Because I mean, if it was your fight, then uh, like you didn't lose the title. It was just simply a champion versus champion match. Was really what it was. Anyway, nice kick to the body, and so far this fight has already gotten past the first round, whereas the other two fights just lasted less than a round. Yeah. I'm just gonna give this. Wally gets a star. but but no, seriously though, it is what it is. I don't want to just rub it in, and I don't want to start now. And also hello to Ninja Soldier, who is a friend of my good friend Bio. Hey, what's up, Ninja Soldier? No relation to Crimson Ninja, of course, but the fight. Okay. Not a problem, Clinton. If you want to go up and wait, you're more than welcome to, my friend. I think I have you as a middleweight, but if you want to become a light heavyweight, you're more than welcome to. Or just straight up be a heavyweight. It's up to you, my friend. Okay. All right, so you said the fight. Okay. The fight. Well, even so, I already had it set, but that was... But then again, you didn't know about that, so it is what it is. And back to Mr. Ninja Soldier. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. And it's kind of funny you came in watching a ninja known as Crimson Ninja. Oh, nice left hook, and he caught him flush, did Josh Brooks with those hands, but then another flush kick by the Crimson Ninja. And then, what's my current weight? You're at 135. And hello to Sherry, also sent by Biological. Hey, what's up, man? Or what's up? Actually, I'm not sure if you're a man or a woman, but nice to meet you, Sherry. I do like the King Boo icon that you have. Yeah, I wouldn't expect LaShawna to answer, but if she does, then okay. And it kicked right to the face of Crimson Ninja, and Crimson Ninja just got knocked out by Josh Brooks. Like, Crimson Ninja was doing some spinning elbows or spinning back fists. I'm not sure what he was trying to do, but he got kicked in the face as he was spinning, and he left himself open. And then Josh, and let's take a look at this. Yeah, he was about to do a spinning back fist, and he left himself open. No worries about that, Walter. You're right. It is the game, but I don't want you to rub it in on Candy. But it is true though. I appreciate that.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 22 seconds of round number 2.
So Josh moves to 5 wins and 7 losses, while Crimson Ninja now goes to 4 wins, 4 losses now. But yeah, for Josh, this was without a doubt his biggest win to date. Yeah, but yeah, I think it's time we lay off of Candy. Just, I think she gets the point now. All right, so the last fight. Oh, not a problem, Walter. If you got to get going, thank you very much, Walter. I think Walter's gonna go watch Twitch's show fully. And in the meantime, let me just get the insane one and Arkham. Hope Mr. Insane One's okay. Just because I haven't heard from him since almost last month, uh, approximately. Let me just get Arkham here. Let me see. I'm in a debate about Cage's future for 2K22. Got a gimmick I was gonna do before my forced retirement. I'm working on. Oh. And also hello to Naji, who we're gonna see him defend the lightweight championship. Yeah, we saw what happened with Crimson Ninja, and Crimson Ninja he will be back. I know that. Oh, but for 2K22. Oh, what does the winner get? The #1 contendership. So let's say you win, Chaos. You could face off against, since you're a heavyweight, you can face off against the heavyweight champion, the open weight champion, whoever he happens to be. Or you can even go down one weight class, which in this case would be light heavyweight, and you can challenge for the light heavyweight title. And the same thing applies for all the remaining competitors that are still left. If I drop Cage, then bring Alec into this. I might have to think about that one. I might also have to think about another person who I will not say until it's done. All right, so now, oh yeah, let me get Arkham really quickly. Okay, we'll see how Arkham does, but in the meantime, who's that would be Walter Johnson. Like, Wally's the champ now. Well, in WWE 2K19 to be precise. Okay, now that we got what we need, let's get to the next fight though. In wrestling, Alec is 6'6", 640 pounds. I was not arguing with an autistic 5-year-old. What? And speaking of Arkham 500, Kyan Reynolds, that's a man's real name, is going to take on the Insane One with his New Day gimmick. And they skipped the introductions, but oh well. So it's kind of the same thing here. But with that said, for Arkham, nice little dance there by Arkham. But for Arkham, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Insane One is a bit younger, and of course is a bit taller, has naturally the height and the weight advantage. But of course that hasn't stopped Reynolds from getting a victory. I believe I forget if I'm trying to remember the. Oh yeah, that's right. He beat Captain Danger. He beat the #1 contender for the openweight championship that we'll see later on tonight. So Arkham is definitely in the conversation for the openweight title picture, but for now he has to focus on the Insane One. All right, here we go. Alec is my nephew. Alexander Anderson is his character's name. He picked pretty much everything. And then Captain Danger's doing the can you dig it? So, yeah, I could dig that. I mean, heck, even Arkham 500 celebrated by doing the spin-a-rooney when he got the victory over Captain Danger. Actually, nice spinning back kick there. And going for a takedown, although I don't think that's wise. Or actually, both these, well, Arkham is a boxer and Insane One is a kickboxer. So both these guys are known for punching and kicking, but not so much, fighting on the ground. But if it goes to the ground, we'll see who does better there. All Insane One needs is face paint, and he will be close to Shifty. Oh, and a front kick onto Arkham. Arkham trying to hold on. Oh, that's right. the D and the S are next to each other. Oh, nice couple of punches onto Arkham, and down goes Arkham. And now Insane One going to try to finish him off. But they go back up on the feet again. And so far, one thing that Arkham has to do is counterpunch. That's his best bet. And then possibly punish him if Insane One gets too close. Or just kick him in the face like that. His only other hope is to hope that Insane One tires out. So far, Arkham doing pretty well. And, well, down goes Arkham for the moment. Now goes for a takedown. No. Countered by Arkham. Days like today, I wish I had time. Nice elbow shot there onto, and then a knee onto the gut. So far, Reynolds doing pretty well with those hands. And then a spinning kick that gets him flush. Now, nope. Oh, another good flush kick there. And Arkham doing pretty well with those punches there. Banana. I'm not sure what the implication there with the banana is, but oh, okay. And now, wait a minute. We have a submission attempt, but time expires, so that's the end of the first. Have you ever seen Minions? Oh. Oh, you mean the minions from Despicable Me? Um, I mean, I have seen a few moments from that movie, and then Reynolds got kicked in the in the stomach or the side very very hard, so he'll have to be careful not to expose his side too much. Okay. And oh, I will say this: Arkham's doing pretty well with the feet. And every time that Insane One tries to clinch, it doesn't usually work, but he got that big punch to work. And Reynolds doing a great job keeping the fight standing up. And Insane One just got hit in the stomach. My cat hisses, bats his paw at bananas whenever he sees them. Oh. Ooh, nice kick to the head. Oh, and down goes Insane One. But Insane One with a hell of a chin. And so far Reynolds just laying the smackdown on him. Cannot own cats at all. But Reynolds has to be careful not to waste his energy needlessly. And now Insane One trying to finish the fight off a little bit. Ooh, big punch there onto Insane One. I mean, I will say that Insane One, you know, is a former title challenger to the heavyweight title. Ooh, nice spinning back elbow a la Chris Jericho. Ooh, nice jumping knee. But so far, ooh, wait a minute, now turns it over. But they go back on the feet again. Ooh, nice foot grab there. And a nice leg check there with that. And another spinning back fist and a left hook that drops him. But the one thing that Arkham has to be careful is not to leave himself open for a big, big knockout, because we have had times where Insane One would come out with a knockout, win out of nowhere. And that's one thing that Reynolds has to be careful of, as the fact, just simply for the fact that Insane One has some insane, pun intended, knockout power. And a takedown onto Insane One. But then, wait a minute. Insane One, what's he doing? I think, wait a minute. I think Insane One might have, what is it? I think Insane One might have reversed it and has put out Arkham, which in an ironic twist of fate was how Arkham beat Captain Danger. And there you see Insane One hopping like a bunny for some odd reason. I'm not sure why. But for Insane One, that's for the first time. I don't think that's the first time that I've ever seen Insane One get a win via submission. I mean, he put Arkham to sleep there. And Arkham has nothing to be ashamed of, really. And of course Arkham just wondering or just saying to
Ladies and
himself,
gentlemen,
"You
referee
gotta be
Steve in
kidding
the ring
me."
has called a stop to this
Well,
contest at
unfortunately,
3
it
minutes, 50 seconds of round
it
number 2.
happened
For the
it
winner
happened to
by
work for you, and
submission,
in this case it happened to work for Insane One. But like the old saying goes, we will see Arkham again. That's how my buddy got his first victory. Yeah, pretty much. All right, so our semifinals are set. It's going to be the Joker and Josh Brooks against Insane One and Chaos Reaper, though. But like I said, for Arkham, he has nothing to be ashamed of. He really has nothing to be ashamed of. I can't really stress that enough. All right, so let's go back to the events. So we have five title fights, and it all starts with Naji taking on the IRL champion Olavera. Now, originally he was supposed to face off against Jesse Ross, but of course, given that Jesse has a track record of showing up for that one time and then not showing up again for what seems like a billion years, unfortunately. Uh, this time around, Naji is going to take on Charles Oliveira. So let me just get Naji. All right, so let me get Naji. I don't know if he's still in the chat there. Well, one thing I will say is that um, got a head put, left a light for you. Well, I appreciate that. All right, so I just let Naji know. But yeah, next stream I hope to do the Super Bowl. Um, since Chaos and Clinton are here, between the two of you, what's a good time to do it? Like what day and time frame? Because if I can do it, then great. But if I can't, then we'll just have to keep working on it until we find a time that works for not just me, but also for you and your opponent on the Super Bowl. So I'll let you think about that. Got to head out. Okay. So up first is the IRL, the real life UFC lightweight champion Charles Oliveira, who won the vacant championship after the previous champion Habib Nurmagomedov retired as champion. And also hello to Prototype Knight. What's up, man? Great to see you, buddy. Oh, okay, so oh, never mind. I thought Ariana Jones got another shot, but that's okay. Your work schedule is Tuesday through Saturday nights. Then I suppose it shouldn't be any surprise that, well, okay, so it looks like Sunday may be a good time, which is not a problem. But yeah, PK or the Prototype Night. But yeah, Prototype. Just I may as well ask you, like, how is Twitch feeling? Because he was doing pretty well until what happened with Candy, like the between the Candy match and the Candy and uh, Jennifer Richards match. Like after that match, he wasn't really much the same. Although it had a lot more to do with Candy pulling a Rip Rogers. Now both men are 5'10". There is a 5-pound difference with Olavera and a 2-inch difference in the reach. But Naji is younger. But yeah, but outside of that, I'm doing pretty well, Mr. Prototype Knight. But I was just asking you how Twitch was doing. Well, the broken Twitch, to be more precise.
Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 31 wins, 8 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, presenting the challenger, Charles.
He was doing good, but I know that he was getting tired, though, when it was getting late for him. Yeah, it kind of was getting late, but I can understand, trying to power through it and then, because if I really was in that terrible of a shape, I mean, I would try to power through it, but, because you make a promise, you want to keep it, so I can understand if he was getting a little bit tired, but but I'm just hoping that he's okay. That's more important, really. All right, so for Chaos is next Saturday, or not next Saturday, sorry, is next Sunday a good time to do the Super Bowl? Because if so, I can save it till then. In the meantime, let's get to this fight here. As far as Naji has to be concerned, he's got to be careful with Olavera and his jiu-jitsu, because that's one thing that Olavera has. He did not even touch gloves. Yeah, it seems like that. But what's up, Wrong Button? Also, Wrong Button just recently released a podcast in which I was a guest on his show. So all you have to do is just go to Wrong Button's channel, and then you'll see the podcast in which I was his guest. But yeah, I really do hope he's okay, and I hope that it had less to do with Candy and more to do with just him being tired. In the meantime, Naji, that would be the guy in the Digi camo and the beanie on his head. I forgot. I didn't see who didn't touch gloves or didn't try to touch gloves, because I was busy talking with someone else, or rather, I was looking away, so I didn't see it. And Olavera going for another takedown, but of course Naji. Ali didn't. Oliveira. Excuse me, I can't talk. So yeah, so Charles didn't do it. Okay, so we'll see if that does come back to bite him. So far, Naji had his best plan of attack is to keep the fight standing up. And a kick right to the stomach. Naji has to be careful not to leave himself open, trying to go for a knockout. And a jumping kick, and it gets him a bit flush. And then a spinning back elbow a la Chris Jericho. And then another kick to the side of the head. Right now, Najee is trying to defend the championship, or the lightweight championship. Now, Oliveira doing the smart thing, not trying to throw hands as often, only doing so when counterpunching, such as that. Let me see, wrong button. Let me see if I have you on the list. Okay. Well, Mr. Wrong Button, if you want to be in the show, I can add you to the list if you want. Anyway, nice counter punch in there onto Oliveira. And another good kick to the stomach. And then a knee right to the face with that jumping knee. And so far, Najee doing the smart thing by targeting the body. You know, I mean, if you target the body, eventually you're going to get to the head. And vice versa. And another takedown attempt that gets thwarted. And a couple of counter punches. Ooh, nice jumping knee, or jumping kick, I should say, by Oliveira. But then Oliveira gets some punches to the face for his trouble. And then a loaded right hand. And then Oliveira with a kick to the side of the head. And once again going after the body with those kicks and those punches to the body of Oliveira, the man in yellow. And Oliveira once again trying to go for a takedown. But I will credit Oliveira. He's doing a great job standing toe-to-toe with Najee, but Najee is starting to pick him apart now. 6 seconds left. And a couple of knees right to the face, but that's the end of the round. And Najee picking up right where he left off with the punches. And Charles, to his credit, I mean, he keeps coming, or I mean, he's trying to take him down, but he just cannot do it. And now Firefox with a couple of knees. Touches gloves after taking a few to the face. Yeah, of course. I mean, Najee, it just is picking him apart. But like I said, all it takes is one big punch, and it changes the tide, if not ends the fight right then and there. And a couple of knees again after a clinch, and then a jumping kick that lands flush, and then a snap jab, and then a knee onto the whoa, he kicked him down. And Oliveira, no wait, he almost took him down that time, but he stayed up. And then a kick to the side of the head. And now Najee going to try to finish him. Oh, but Naji unable to do it. And this is where you want to be if you are Charles Oliveira. But right now, you're just getting your face punched in. Well, that's good. That's good that you settled with Lashana, but yeah, it never should have came down to that. It really should not have. But even so, I'm happy that she's okay. As right now, Naji, oh, left himself open only to get kicked in the face. Now Naji targeting the legs with his kicks. And that one just folded him up like an accordion. That's it. Wow, Naji just knocked him the you-know-what out. So now Naji goes to 8 wins, 7 losses, and 1 no contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 30 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, the Enforcer.
Well, an incredible title defense there by Naji. That was definitely a good fight there. I mean, what more could I say about that? That was a great fight between for Naji. Maybe not so much for Oliveira, but hey, what can I say? All right, well, up next is going to be for the light heavyweight championship, and it will feature our friends JT Price and Cole Wesson. So let me get those two. A good time for you guys to go get some snacks and stuff like that. We'll see if Price makes it a 14 fight streak. And for Cole, let me get him. Okay, there we go. And oh, yeah, that is good. That is definitely good candy. All right, so next one is going to be cat in my face. That's a Blade Charge saying that. Yeah. Oh, hopefully Kitty is nice. Be nice, Kitty. So who is going to win? Will it be the champion, Cole Weston, or will it be the challenger, JT Price? And JT is coming off a victory against Insane One, in which uh, the victory against the Insane One propelled him to become the number 1 contender for this championship. So we'll find out if we have a new champion or if the champ will keep his belt. Anyway. Nice kitty. Yes. And then Captain's going to go for Cole Weston to win. And for JT, he comes into this fight 6 wins, 7 losses. And for Cole, he comes in at an impressive 9 wins and 3 losses. I mean, and of course, these two guys are like are big men. Of course, that really isn't much of a surprise there. You know, given the fact that these guys have great knockout power. All right, so Cole is a bit younger, and while the height and the reach are identical, the weight advantage goes
Ladies and
to
gentlemen, this
Cole.
is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment
Well,
UFC
after this, we
fans
will go back to our
around the
tournament,
world
and we will have
are
our
waiting
semifinal
for.
matches.
Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 192 pounds. Fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, presenting the challenger, Dollar Bill. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, the Warrior.
Hey, I'm gonna switch over to my TV so I can watch the fights better. But I think you were gonna say I'll be right back. Not a problem, Prototype Night. Hey, anything you can do to make the viewing experience better. Thumbs up, thumbs down. And then the Shawn Michaels on the part of JT Price. All right. So now the big question is JT going to finally win his first ever championship in UFC? And of course, Price, I should mention, is a wrestler, and Cole is a boxer. So it's pretty obvious that Price is going to have to find a way to get Wesson to the ground and try to get a submission there. And for Wesson, he wants to keep the fight standing up, though. And in fact, that's really the best way you can beat him. And wait, nice kick to the leg by JT Price. But Cole using his counter-punching. And And that's one thing that Price, or not Price, but rather Cole has to do, including also doing that to to JT in kicking his head off. But yeah, JT has to be careful not to leave himself open. But yeah, I'll be interested to see what, or to hear what Clinton wants to do, because because I really don't want to like lose him in this series, but I mean, as long as he stays with the other series, I'm fine with it. But still, we'll have to find out what Clinton wants to do. Anyway, and a nice lead uppercut there by JT Price. And JT went for a leg trip, but of course Cole, knowing full well that if he didn't escape, he probably would have fell down, and it would have been then the momentum would have shifted into JT's favor on the ground. Nice, well-placed punch there onto JT Price, and also faked a kick. And JT taking advantage of the fake outs, getting a couple of punches in. Now goes for a clinch, and usually he tries to clinch and strike to set up the takedown. And if that's not a bad idea, if you're JT Price. And a couple more knees right to the stomach. Ooh, big kick right to the face, and Cole's going to try to finish him off, but cannot. Now, if you're Cole, you got to try to finish him off here, but if you don't, and JT gets his wits about him, he might be able to submit him even on the bottom. So, all right, so Clinton's going to think about it, but in the meantime, now goes into the north-south position, now goes back to the side mount. Now transitions into a half guard, but then gets back up. Now we have 35 seconds left to go in this one. Nice block of that side kick. Oh, but then JT got caught with, or rather, yeah, he got caught with his leg and then just got punched a couple of times by Cole, but then gets kicked in the face. And that's the end of the first round. I'd have to imagine that Cole did the best when it came to the stand-up fight. I mean, I have to imagine that be the case. All right, so back in the fight we go. So far, both men are very cautious, and why would they not be? A mistake could end it for either one. And then a kick to the side of the head, or the side of the body, I should say. Ooh, and down goes Price. But Price gets up, though. And I noticed that Price looks like he's going to load up for something, but holds back. Perhaps maybe to try to fake out Wesson and have him make a mistake or something. But so far, Wesson has done pretty well with the hands. And a couple of nice clinch work there by Cole. Ooh, nice uppercut. And Cole going to try to finish the fight on the ground. But instead, he is unable to do so. But now tries to finish it off here. Now JT Price has him in his guard. Now Cole tries to advance on the guard, but instead both men get back up again. And this time JT stays down for good, as he just got his head kicked in by Cole Wesson, and Cole remains the light heavyweight champion. And for JT Price, he goes to 6-8, and Cole now goes to 10-3. My goodness, look at this. Boom! Right to the side of the head. In fact, he moved his head into the direction of that kick. So, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 7 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, the Warrior.
Like, damn, Cole. Yeah, indeed. Damn, Cole, indeed. I mean, what more can be said about that? I mean, that was just, I mean, Cole just had no chill. So yeah, that was a good fight though. But Cole, I mean, he kept his composure, and like even when he was on the ground, which was not his strong suit, I mean, he kept it together. All right, well now let's go back to the tournament. So of the remaining competitors that are still left, you have Insane One, Josh Brooks, Joker, and Chaos Reaper. So of these guys, let me just let's see. Chaos Reaper, are you still in the chat? Same thing with Joker, if you guys are still here. Hmm. Might have to send a message to Joker. So, all right. Half of everyone is here, TJ. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But yeah, the thing is, Joker was here. Let me see. Oh yeah, let me get. Anyway, I just watched my fight, and Najee did really well attacking Charles's body and defended so many takedowns, and thankfully let him up when he had him hurt to eventually finish a bit later. Yeah, that's true. Like you executed that particular you executed it to perfection. I will say that. All right, I guess I'll just let me just let Mr. Let me just let Mr. Chaos know that his fight is up next. All right. So let's start off with Joker and Brooks. So let's go with it. Let's do it. But yeah, you did pretty well, Najee. And but yeah, how do you feel now that you've defended your championship against someone outside of you know Jordan Walker? He should have lost a point for kicking him on the ground. He probably should have, but you did the right thing by trying to finish him off. Although honestly, the game doesn't really do a good job of you know scoring points more often than not. I don't know why. Way better than I did. Mine was a one-sided beating. Be right back. Store run. Really tired. Okay, not a problem, Clinton. So well, I guess Clinton's gonna go get some stuff at the store. Back in the show, back for the second round is Josh Brooks, still a bit bloody from his previous fight. And then of course you have Joker, who barely got hurt, if at all, but nonetheless he is here. So we'll find out if he is going to advance to the finals. I mean, whoever wins this will face off against the winner of the other semifinal, obviously. But yeah, look at that stash. Like, look at the size of that stash, man. Look at him. I mean, the dude's got them chops and everything. Look at him. Who's next? Wait, are you Goldberg? No, no. So Joker is much younger, and he's got the height, weight, and reach advantage. So Josh has his work cut out for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner.
So yeah,
This man is
Josh.
a boxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 191 pounds.
I mean, of course he has taken on Joker in the wrestling series, but he's never fought in Joker in this particular environment. And for Joker, this is only his second fight, as he just won the first one against Crimson Ninja to get to this point.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. Ready.
And wow, already Josh getting kicked in the head though. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I was wrong. You're right. Joker beat Wally to get here. He beat Wally to get to this point. Ooh, and another kick to the side of the head onto Brooks. But yeah, thank you for correcting me. So after this one will be Chaos's second fight. And if Joker's not careful, he might just get knocked out himself. Yep, that's right. Oh, yeah, you're right. It was Josh Brooks that beat Ninja. And also, welcome back, Prototype Night. And, ooh, nice front kick. Nice front kick, but it was missed. And nice dodge there by Brooks. And a good leg check there. And then a big boot onto Brooks. And then a kick to the side of the head. And now Joker going to try to finish off Brooks. Oh, but Brooks manages to roll on his stomach. Now into a half guard. But yeah, welcome back, Prototype Knight. But yeah, thank you for correcting me, Chaos. I appreciate that, my friend. Now still on the ground. Now to the side mount. Then into a... Well, never mind. Back to the side mount again. Looks like he was trying to fully mount him. Now back in the half guard again. And both men get back up. And Josh doing his best to cover up as much as he can. But Brooks doing everything he can to fight back. And a couple of punches after being grabbed by the leg by Joker. And then a spinning kick, and once again going right back to the ground and trying to finish off Josh, but doesn't quite do it yet. Now transitions into a half guard. Looks to tee off. No, he does not. And so far, Joker, or rather, Captain has said Joker for the win. Now a good punch there to the body by Brooks. And Brooks doing everything he can to protect his head from getting kicked in the side of the head, just like with what happened with Wally. And also do something like that himself with what he did to Crimson Ninja, although he just got punched solid in that exchange there, but cannot finish him. And Joker's got to finish off his opponents, because if you don't and you lose, I mean, people are going to point to that as the reason you didn't win. Now in a full mount. And Josh trying to find a way to escape the full mount. And now trying to go for a rear naked choke, but instead just continuing to get hit in the back of the head. And also, hey, what's up, Jordan Walker? And Josh just trying to cover up, trying to survive. And he does, as he gets saved by the bell. Or the horn, in this case. Look at this. Boom! Right to the side of the head. Imagine not finishing it off. Yeah, exactly. And then here's another one where he got spin kicked. And then a straight right hand. That would have knocked out most men, but Josh, he's got himself a hell of a chin. Does Josh Brooks. Ooh, both guys had the same idea, and they hit each other with high kicks. Nice combination there by Brooks. Going for a kick. Ooh, nice leg check there by Brooks. So far, Joker has got himself 14 body punches. But he's also trying to swing for the fences with those high leg kicks. And Brooks is more than happy to just simply counterpunch that. Nice left-hand jabs there by Brooks. Though a nice solid kick onto Brooks by Joker. It really will come down to who makes a mistake and leaves themselves open for a big knockout. Ooh, nice Karate Kid kick. Might have taken some inspiration from Daniel LaRusso. Or actually, it's a crane kick, but it's just that it was made popular. It was made popular by the Karate Kid movie, and down goes Brooks again, and Joker tries to finish him off, but he can't. Now in a full mount position, and at this point, Joker can just simply bludgeon him, and that be it, and that would be the end. But we all know that Brooks is not going to quit. Look at it. He's just bludgeoning him. And Brooks manages to escape for the moment. Now into a side mount. Did I miss my match? I was watching the NWA replay, the Win Ninja Academy Wrestling replay. No, you have not, actually. In fact, yeah, you haven't missed it, believe it or not. So this, and I believe the next fight, well, I will say this, in short, no, you have not missed your match. Oh, thank goodness. Yes. Although I don't think Josh will feel the same way by saying thank goodness, but he might say thank goodness this is over, as Joker just knocked out Josh Brooks. And Joker wins himself another fight and goes to 2-0. While Josh goes to 5-8. So that's what you guys have to deal with. Either it's going to be Insane One or Chaos Reaper that will have to face off against that man right there, the Joker. All right. right, so up next is going to be Chaos Reaper's fight. All right, Sheamus Jr., get your butt out here. Sheamus Jr.? Really? All right, well, up next, let's get to the other fight then. So who's going to win this one? The Insane One or Chaos Reaper? Without any further ado, let's get to it. So Insane One, he beat Arkham 500, whereas Chaos ended up beating Clinton Cage. And there you see Reaper doing his best Shawn Michaels impression. All right, here we go. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Chaos is a jiu-jitsu fighter or a wrestler. I forget what his discipline was. I'm gonna have to double check again. Oh, and Reaper, trying to go for another takedown, but Insane One realizing after scouting a couple of fights that Reaper has already had, Reaper is dangerous on the ground. And nice spinning back kick there onto Chaos Reaper. Now both these guys are also heavyweights. I should also mention that. I mean, Insane One is a light heavyweight at its limit at 205, and Chaos is also at the limit for the heavyweight at 265. And Chaos Reaper is an inch taller and already has Insane One in trouble. Anyway, I want to beat Jane, but my first goal out of all of this is not to get knocked out, LOL. And for Insane One, he did not want to get submitted, so he did what he had to do to escape that one. So now Insane One in the guard of Chaos Reaper. So far, Reaper just trying to put him through the ringer. And now, wait, what's he going for here? Well, looks like he's going to go for a Kimura. Yes, it has been a long stream. And Insane One in a bit of trouble. And wait, what happened there? Oh, and he broke his arm. He broke his arm. And that's the end of that one, as Chaos Reaper himself stays undefeated, as he now goes to 3-0. So it's going to be Chaos Reaper and Joker, two undefeated fighters, and the two newcomers to this, and they will face off in the finals. Very interesting gears that these guys are wearing tonight. Well, the thing is, with created fighters, you can put whatever you want on them. Whereas with the in-game fighters, you just get what you get, really.
At 2 minutes, 32 seconds of the very first round. for the winner by submission, Assassin.
All right, so congratulations to Chaos, as we are going to see him in a couple more fights in the finals, and that will take place before the main event of Captain Danger and Jinku in the main event, being for the fact that that fight has been the most built up. All right, so we'll be back with this tournament in just a moment, but anyway, and then Prototype is like, yeah, Prototype Knight says, "Oh, okay, yeah, it's true, absolutely true." Mikey and Kermit the Frog are good friends. Kermit the Frog. All right, so up next, what we will have is the heavyweight championship, as well as Baker, as Crushing Kelly Baker, taking on the Nightmare Queen, Jane Voorhees, for the flyweight championship. So what happened was Baker had a great performance in her last fight, and for her to go for the UFC flyweight championship, I had to have Baker lose 10 pounds on the scale to get to 125 pounds, which is the limit, to take on Jane Voorhees. So other than a weight loss of 10 pounds, that's really all that there is. So with that said, who is going to win between Feck and Cruz? Oh, you mean Mickey? Oh, I thought you said Mikey, but yeah, Mickey and the others are good friends. So yeah, definitely. All right, so I just had to let Feck know I lost weight without having to do a single exercise. Thanks, TJ. Okay, so as we all know, Feck is the undisputed longest reigning champion that we've ever had. And Cruz was able to beat him by submission in the non-title fight that they had. But now that the title's on the line, can Cruz step up and become the new champion, or will Feck continue his reign? That's the question. So let's find out. Mm, good drink here. I'm having some sparkling water. It has it has a hint of lime, but otherwise it doesn't have any sweeteners or calories, so I'm happy about that. So Justin Cruz comes into this at 4 wins and 2 losses, which also includes the win over Feck, and also, hey, there's Feck. So yeah, Feck, you're defending this time against this man who beat you in a non-title fight, and also there's Shauna Gears, who we saw. Let me see this. Oh yeah, Shauna, you were in the opening fight of the show, so you were at the very beginning of the show, Miss Shauna Gears. But it's good to see you, Shauna. And of course, Feck, going all the way back to UFC 3, has compiled a win-loss record of 41 wins and 7 losses. I uploaded Joshua on CC. I know I couldn't tell you personally, but I would be asleep by then. Oh. So Joshua's going to be on CC. All right, cool. Also, welcome back, Crimson Ninja. So Justin is younger, but And while the height and the reach are identical, Feck weighs
Ladies and
more by
gentlemen,
about 6
this
pounds, but
is
that's about it.
the main event of the
Last
evening.
UFC show?
When the action begins, our referee
What do
in
you
charge
mean,
of the Octagon,
Shauna?
Steve Levine.
Last UFC show?
Now, this
Or
is
are
the
you
moment UFC
referencing the
fans
last
around
UFC
the
show? Because
world
you
have
did a
been
great
waiting
job.
for.
It's
Live from the
well,
MGM
I
Grand
just want to
Garden
know what you're
Arena
talking about
in Las
before I
Vegas.
assume anything. And then Blade Charge says, "Go Feck."
It's time!
And then Crushing Kelly says,
Live
"Hiya,
tonight
everyone.
from
I
the
forgot to say hiya to.
undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship
You're
of
allowing
the world.
Blanco and Cuevas in the
Introducing
stream."
fighting
Eventually,
out of this
I was
world.
going to have to
This
forgive
man
him
is
at
a
some
mixed
point.
martial artist
It
taking
just
his
took some
professional debut
convincing
here
on the
tonight.
part
He
of
stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at
two
215
good friends of
pounds.
mine.
Fighting out of New York, New York,
So I can understand
presenting
if you're not
the
sure,
challenger,
or if you
Cruz.
didn't know that. So I hope that that
Introducing
doesn't
the
upset
champion,
you.
fighting out of the red
But
corner.
like I
This
said,
man is an elusive
eventually I
fighter,
was gonna have
making
to
his professional
forgive
debut
at
here
some point.
tonight. He stands 5 feet 10
I
inches
just didn't
tall,
think it was gonna
weighing
be
in
this
at
soon. But hey.
221 pounds. Fighting out of
But
Montreal,
and plus, I
Quebec,
wouldn't have
Canada,
invited them back if I felt that
presenting
they were
the
not, if they
reigning,
hadn't learned from what they did,
defending,
or if they hadn't showed any
undisputed
remorse or anything like
UFC
that.
heavyweight champion of the world,
Okay, I
the
understand.
King
I understand. I forgive him as well. All right. But yeah, how's everything going outside of YouTube, Miss Gears? And the fact is, like, what's with the pith? Or are you just like looking forward to this fight between you and Cruz, that you want to show the world that you're the man? I mean, if that's the case, I can understand. All right. And Cruz looking up to the man upstairs, looking up to Eddie Guerrero, unsure whether I forgive yet. I mean, I'm not going to force you. I wasn't sure either myself, to be honest with you, but... And a takedown on a Cruz, and again, not what you wanted if you were Cruz. And then Crimson Ninja's going to say that Feck is going to win by TKO in round 1. That could very well happen, because I certainly did not expect Cruz to win by submission in their previous encounter. And whoa, Feck just got knocked down. Oh, but Cruz, not going to go down, and he's just going to let Feck get back up, though. Whatever you believe is fair for your stream. Yeah, absolutely. I will say that as far as Crushing Kelly's concerned, like with her show, she does a great job with her show, with especially with the tournaments and the rule set. I mean, I could say the same thing about Crimson with his show and most everybody else's show. So I know it's a controversial decision, but I could try. I could think of much worse than this. I really could. I just don't want to say it. Anyway, another takedown onto Justin Cruz. And Feck was going to try to go for a Kimura, which is one of the moves that he often goes to get a submission victory. And Cruz trying to escape, but instead goes for an arm triangle. And right now, Feck could be in a lot of trouble here. Or not, or sorry, not Feck. Cruz could be in trouble. And Cruz submits. And while Cruz had a great fight against Feck when the title wasn't on the line, Feck remains undefeated when it comes to defending the championship and is still the champ. Feck, I mean, of course, Feck was in a bit of trouble right here, but he weathered the storm and got a finish on the ground. So Feck now goes to 42-7, and Justin Cruz now goes to 4-3. You know, and as far as, but yeah, Kelly's show is awesome. So if you ever do get a chance to join it,
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 54 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to arm triangle choke. And still, the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the King.
and well, I'll be damned. Now Kelly's starting to get some traction when it comes to people wanting to join her show. I probably shouldn't have said nothing there. Okay. I would say allowing someone back after they effed up too many times and learns nothing from their mistakes, or has a big unforgettable f up would be a bad call. Yeah, I mean, I could have just as easily not brought him back at all. I probably would have not. But but the thing is, someone. How do I put this? Eventually, you know, I mean, if I really did not like like Jose and Brandon, if at all, I probably wouldn't have brought him back anyway. But you know, it's a case on case basis. There's some people I would not want to bring in at all. So and for good reason too. You know, so I understand where you're coming from. I really do. I've also been on that same, you know, on the side of I can't believe you're bringing this person back. You know, so I've also been there too. But I've also had to come to realize that, well, it's their show. I can't control what they do. I just had to come to that conclusion, really. All right, so up next is Crushing Kelly getting her chance at the UFC Flyweight Championship. But to do that, she'll have to face off against the Nightmare Queen, Jane Voorhees. So let me just let Jane know. Okay, there we go. Yeah, 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 exactly. You know, people do deserve a chance to atone for their mistakes. That being said, though, if I felt that Brandon and or Jose didn't learn from what they had, from what they did, excuse me, I wouldn't have brought him back at all. So that's pretty much what I will say. I love that Kelt. What's a Kelt? Anyway, there is Crushing Kelly. I'd love that, Kelly. Oh, I mean, a lot of people like Kelly. I like Kelly, just as a friend. And then I also have a friend in Jane. Okay. And then okay, Crushing Kelly just talking to Shauna, and then Captain Danger says Crushing Kelly for the win. Of course, that will be easier said than done, as Jane is younger, and while they both have the same weight, Crushing Kelly has the height and the reach advantage, so this could go either way, I
Ladies
will
and
say that.
gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a freestyle fighter, making her professional debut here tonight. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, presenting the challenger, Baker. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a kickboxer, making her professional debut here tonight. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, the Nightmare.
All right, it's time.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Gloves, back to your corners, come out fighting.
All right, here we go. Now, the last time that these two fought, they went the distance, and Jane Voorhees ended up winning, but that was by points. But we'll see if there comes a definitive winner. And as for the actual records, I mean, of course the game is going to say that it's their debut when in fact it's not. For Crushing Kelly, she is at 2 wins and 4 losses. And for the Nightmare Queen, she is at 25 wins and 13 losses. Going back to UFC 3, of course. For Crushing Kelly, her best bet is to take this fight to the ground. And for Voorhees, her best bet is to keep the fight standing up. Although Voorhees is the one that's going for a takedown, to my surprise. I would have thought that she would have wanted to keep the fight standing up. Both women going for kicks, but both are missing. I mean, and another thing, and the only other difference between this and the last fight was that the last time that they fought, Baker was a bantamweight, but this time around, Baker is now a flyweight. So of course, you know, Kelly will not have the power advantage. Ooh, nice spinning kick. If only they made another boxing game. And also, what's with the hearts? like the hearts in the eyes. Oh, nice nice high kick there onto Kelly. Oh, TJ, did I win or lose my fight with Cage in a cage? Uh, you didn't fight Cage. You fought Josh Brooks and you lost by knockout, actually. So unfortunately, you didn't even get a chance to fight Cage. Ooh! Oh, but if you're talking about the last time that you fought, then yeah, you beat him. You beat him in the last fight that you had with him. So yes, you did. Oh yeah, that's right, Fight Night. I'm surprised they haven't released one, but I can understand trying to, get the licenses of the fighters and like getting the licenses for the fighters like Canelo and there's a lot more boxers than there were the last time that we had a fight night because there weren't as many boxers back then, and now there's like over 1,000 now. And now up against the cage is Kelly, but Kelly fights back. And so far, Kelly doing pretty well with the hands, but those quick hands on the part of almost got her in a guillotine there. And then an axe kick a la Booker T gets her on the top of the head. No, and another thing is that unlike the last time, it was a 3-round fight. This one is a 5-round fight, so there's not much chance that this will go to the distance, but who knows, it could. Nice Superwoman punch there by Crushing Kelly. Oh, nice overhand left there onto Crushing Kelly, and Kelly a bit stumbling. I'm surprised at how quick both my fights have been. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Yes, I get that you're 15-10 now. Yes. Oh, TJ, I'm not debating leaving UFC. I'm just debating if I should go with the real me or keep the character. Okay. And, well, there's a knockdown with that spinning heel kick. Yeah. And, of course, if the kick don't get you, the smell will. So if we went by that knockdown, then yeah, maybe Crushing Kelly won that round, but it's kind of too close to tell at this point. All right, here we go. And Crushing Kelly also going for a couple of kicks to the legs. I mean, not a bad idea given the fact that in theory, if you take out the legs, you take out a good amount of power from Voorhees. And now going for another takedown is Jane. And And Voorhees doing pretty well with those combinations thus far. On that exchange, at least. And yet another takedown thwarted. And right now, Jane slowly but surely is trying to pick up her Kelly. I mean, the best thing that Kelly could do is try to hope that Jane makes a mistake and just hang tough. And a couple of knees, that'll definitely wake up Nightmare Queen. Anyway, nice counter punching there by Jane. Anyway, nice clinch work there onto Kelly. Of course, Kelly has to be a bit more efficient with her energy, because the more she misses, the more she'll wear herself out in the long run. Anyway, nice spinning kick onto the body. And I just noticed that Jane was clutching her stomach for the moment. I wonder if that last kick to the body might have done something to that. I'm not sure. Nice elbow onto the clinch. And a takedown finally. Now we'll find out what these two women's ground games look like. Although I don't think we will. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Kelly's got something. She's got a guillotine. Onto Jane, but can Jane escape? And Jane, no. She does escape, but now it is crushing Kelly on top of Jane. But Jane, Kelly unable to finish off Jane, but now Jane is on top of, Kelly is on top of Jane, Now in a half guard, now back into the full guard of Nightmare Queen. Now back into a half guard. And now Kelly's starting to lay some damage in. Now transitions into a side mount. Now back into the half guard again. Oh, now transitions into a rear naked choke position. But that's the end of the round. So after 2 rounds, I mean, this could be very close, though. I don't know who has the edge so far. Although with the punching, I would have to think that Nightmare Queen's doing pretty well in that department. But then Kelly, with those kicks, especially that spinning back kick to the stomach, might have done something. All right, round 3. Oh, and then a kick to the side of the head. Probably didn't get all of it, though. And then a left hook, excuse me, onto Voorhees. I mean, Voorhees has been in so many title fights. I'm not particularly worried about Voorhees because I know that Jane is going to do everything she can to win. But Baker, you know, Kelly, I mean, this is her first real championship fight. They didn't touch, yeah. I didn't see who didn't touch whose gloves, but there you go. And then a knee onto the gut of Baker. So far, Baker has landed the most strikes, but the more powerful ones might have been through with Jane. And nice elbow onto Jane. And then a knee. And going for a Superwoman punch, but well timed by Nightmare Queen. Yeah, I saw in the... I could see that PPF is going live pretty soon. A spinning back kick onto Kelly, and Kelly a bit hurt. Has to back away for a moment. And now a couple of clinch works, and wait. Still cannot take her down, can Queen. And Kelly just, both these women, whoa, nice spinning back kick to take down Jane, but Jane gets back up though. And then an axe kick that gets Jane. And Jane once again trying to go for a takedown. But crushing Kelly just not going to let it happen. And now Jane, I'd have to imagine, is a bit stunned at this point, but this is not the first time that she's ever been in trouble. And now a couple of knees off that clinch. Nice Muay Thai techniques there by both women, but most especially Kelly on that last exchange. Oh, and a left one, and that might have put her down, but now Kelly trying to finish off Jane, but she also realizes the last thing you want to do is, quote-unquote, you know, run out of gas. I probably would have said something else, but it wouldn't have sounded very tasteful, so I'm not going to say it. Going for a couple of punches to the face and then one to the body. And Kelly. And then Jane trying to tee up on Kelly in this position. Now in the guard of Kelly. And now Kelly now tries to get from behind. And also hello to Jennifer Richards. What's up? How's everything going, Jane? Or Jen, excuse me, not Jane. But yeah, Jane is in the fight, but Jen Richards is in the chat. So how's it going, Jen? And now Kelly just bludgeoning Jane, and usually this is what Jane usually does. I've been through a lot today. Yeah, I saw what happened on Broken Twitch's show, and now transitions back into a full mount. Now back in the half guard. And was trying to go for an armbar, but time ran out. So now Kelly has officially entered deep waters. So for Kelly, this is her first time in the 4th round. And for Jane, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is only her 6th time that she's ever been in this deep. So I'd have to imagine that Jane is going to have to draw on that experience of being in the 4th round, which isn't very often. But she has had tough fights before. And for Kelly, this is her toughest yet. That's what she said. Captain, my mother passed away. Oh, no. My condolences. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's not like I could bring her back, but still. And another takedown attempt onto Kelly, but Kelly has, I mean, so far Jane has only been able to take down Kelly 1 time. Ooh, and the Superwoman punch, and now tries to go for the finish. But of course, is not going to try to, use up too much energy of her own, knowing full well that if she does and she doesn't finish her off, that Jane could come back. So Kelly is showing enough restraint not to overexert herself, although she's going to try to finish it off right here. But yes, our condolences to Jen and her family. And now Kelly back on top in a full mount. And so far, Nightmare Queen having a bit of a struggle. And also hello to Jane Voorhees, the woman herself, the UFC flyweight champion. But yes, our condolences to your family there. But yes, great to see Jane Voorhees. And Jane, this is the toughest fight that you've had. And Kelly just trying to finish off Jane. Jane avoids that last punch that probably could have knocked her out. And Jane, well, tried to reverse it, but instead Jane goes right back down. But then Crushing Kelly goes right into a side mount. Now back to a full mount. And Jane trying to get out, but she cannot. Now on her belly, and a couple of punches right to the back of the head a little bit. But yeah, how's everything going in Voorhees land? And Crushing Kelly's gonna get back up. And down goes Jane. Jane just got leveled with that elbow. Oh my goodness. And the winner and the new flyweight champion is Crushing Kelly Baker. Boom! Right onto the side of the chin. And for Jane, you're going to get your rematch. I know it. You'll get your rematch, but I can't believe it. We have a new champion. And I will say this, Crushing Kelly, she trained and she wanted to rectify the wrong that she had gotten the last time that she fought Jane. And I know that Jane's going to I have to imagine Jane's going to be very upset. But Crushing Kelly, on the other hand, is elated. But I know that these two will want to fight again. But for Kelly, she is the new UFC flyweight champion. What more can be said about it? I don't blame Jane for not saying anything. Although I think Captain knows exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, I have a feeling Jason's going to come and get somebody. Oh, no. Don't want to start a new tournament. All right, so, well, before we get to your fight, Captain Danger, we got to get through, uh, ne- I can't even talk. Chaos Reaper and Joker. So their fight is up next, and it is the finals, and we'll find out which one of these two men will become the number one contender. And then Jane within character says, "Count your days, Kelly." I'm not gonna say anything else after that. But here we go. The finale of the tournament. And then Chaos is like, "Good luck, Joker." Yeah, yeah, but you got to be careful with Jane though. And then Captain's like, "Oh shit, run." Yeah, indeed, "Oh shit" is right. And then Captain's gonna go for Joker to win. So this and the next fight will be the last two for the night. But I hope you guys have had a great show, or a great time at the show, I should say. When we meet again, I'll be ready. Oh, snap. It wouldn't surprise me, though, if it turned out to be a championship series. I mean, of course, it's not the first time that Jane has ever lost the belt. I mean, she lost it to Alexis Davis one time, and then she ended up beating the bejesus out of her. Anyway, Chaos is a bit younger, and while they both have the same weight, the Joker
Ladies
has
and
a height
gentlemen,
and
this
reach
is
advantage in this
the
case.
main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Mergliotta. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter. Make his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Omaha, Nebraska, presenting the challenger, Assassin. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of New York, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the Giant.
All right, so far, Captain has picked Joker to win, and I'd have to imagine that Chaos Reaper is naturally going to go for himself to win. And then Joker doing some flashy moves there, and Chaos doing his best Shawn Michaels impression. But here we go. And one thing that Reaper has to do is avoid getting his head kicked in or his head punched in. And that was an error made by Bruce. In that Joker is not the champion, not yet anyway. Now, for Joker, you want to keep the fight standing up. You want to take out Reaper on the feet. But if you're Reaper, you want to take down Joker and try to finish him off. But Joker doing the smart thing by not allowing it to happen. Ooh, nice kick on the Joker. And so far, Reaper having a much tougher time with Joker than he did with the others. But now he takes down Joker. So now we'll find out if Joker can escape or at the very least hang on the ground as Joker tries to escape. Now into a half guard. Now into the full guard. Yeah, but the thing is, Reaper is also the same weight as Joker. It's just that they're built a bit differently. Because Joker is naturally big, whereas Reaper is huge when it comes to muscle. But outside of that, though, yeah, I mean, you would think he'd have more than 30 pounds on Reaper. But Joker having a bit of trouble against Reaper on the ground. Now transitions into a side mount. But cannot escape. And this time gets a hold of his arm. And then goes from a Kimura to try to go for an arm bar, and Joker has to quick tap. It's over. So Reaper in 4 fights is still undefeated, and Joker gets his first loss in the finals. So with that, Reaper will get the opportunity to either face off against the openweight champion, the heavyweight champion, or the light heavyweight champion on the next show. Of course, it doesn't have to be next show. It could be whenever he really wants it, but Reaper gets the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 34 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, and new undisputed
All right.
UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
I mean, of course, in addition to being the #1 contender, you also become a tournament champion. So that belt that you have around you is yours to keep. You know, as proof of your victory in that tournament. So far, Chaos has. I'm not sure what it is. Also, let me get out of this one, but there's only one last fight left to go, and this is the main event. It is Jinku Gekoga against Captain Danger, who has waited the entire show to get this. So the only person I need to get is Jinku. All right, here we go. Chaos is going to go for Danger to win. All right. So we'll find out. So far, of the 4 title matches that we've already had, only one title has changed hands. Can this be another? So Chaos is going to go for Captain Danger to win, and Captain Danger is going to naturally go for himself to win. So we have the champion, Jinku Gekoga, and Captain Danger. Good sparkling water. All right. So we have the ex-champion, Captain Danger, and going into this bout, he has lost 2 fights, and he lost them to both Walter Johnson and Arkham 500, whereas Jinku lost to the now #1 contender, Chaos Reaper. So those people's names that I just mentioned, they all have a claim at some point to the Openweight Championship. Oh, okay. I'll type it in. So Captain Danger is younger, um, and also has the weight
Ladies
advantage,
and
but the height
gentlemen,
and the
this
reach go
is
to Jinku.
the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, making his professional debut here tonight.
There we go. So the open weight champion right now is Jinku, but it could end up being Captain Danger. And the heavyweight champion is Feck. Jinku is a kickboxer, and Feck is a jiu-jitsu fighter.
This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 215 pounds.
I know it says heavyweight champion, but you have to just pretend that it's an open weight championship. But you just have to remember to put that in your mind. But still.
UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Black Mamba.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been giving me instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
Okay. I'm definitely going to have to get something to eat after this. But. Ooh. That's going to be a great fight. I'm going to say that right now. But in the meantime, Feck, there are 3 of you on CC. Which one should I download? I don't know if Feck is still in the chat, but you could always ask him in the DMs on Discord. He'll answer as soon as he can. But in the meantime, as I mentioned before, Jinku is a kickboxer, and Captain Danger is a wrestler. So for Danger to win, he's got to go for a takedown and go for a submission. And for Jinku, he's got to keep the fight standing up. And Danger just got wrecked a little bit, but he comes right back. Then got kicked in the face a little bit.
Put him right down the middle now.
Ooh, nice clinch elbow. I mean, of course, it's good to have the hands set up the ground game. You know, some of the best fighters have used the stand-up game to set up the ground game a little bit. And in some cases, vice versa, as we saw what happened with Crushing Kelly and Jane. All right, now Captain Danger, nice clinch work with those knees and elbows. Oh, and a knee onto the side of the head, and then a kick to the leg of Danger. Ooh, nice kick to the side of the head, but right now Danger is just fighting Jinku's fight, which is, you know, standing up, and you got to go for a takedown at some point. Anyway, nice punch right to the gut there of Jinku. Nice kick to the body. I mean, of course, don't let Captain Danger's size fool you. He may be small in height, but he's a big, big boy. Hey, BioXE, what's up, man? How's everything going, man? Now, Bio had himself a Q&A session, and it was awesome, man. Good stream, TJ. Gonna go watch some football. Not a problem, man. But the important thing is that you did what you wanted to do, and that was become the #1 contender. What I didn't think was going to happen was that you were going to do it this quickly. I mean, of course, what happens in this fight is going to determine what's going to happen in the next show. Because if Captain Danger wins this, then of course these two will have a rematch. But on the other hand, if Jinku manages to win, then his next opponent would have to be Walter Johnson. But right now, Danger in a lot of danger, pun intended. Just finished an over 5-hour stream. Well, thank you very much, Bio. And of course, Bio, well, I should also mention Bio. I met him through my good friend Tanuki Teddy. And down goes Danger, but Danger keeps getting back up again. Ooh, nice left hook there. But yeah, I met him through my good friend Tanuki Teddy, and I haven't heard from Teddy outside of the fact that he's just enjoying his life. But that's how I met Bio. Cool friend of mine. And of course, that spinning kick right to the gut there. Yeah, I miss him too, man. I miss him too, but just as long as he's happy, I'm happy for him. And a spinning kick, and he got him flush on the face. Did Jinku. Oh, and Danger again, just getting clipped, and down goes Danger again. Yeah, he did. And right now, Danger just... I mean, okay, so both of you touch gloves. That's good. Right now, Jinku is controlling this convincingly, and Danger once again going for a takedown, but Jinku also realizes even though he's ahead, oh, and Jinku just got smacked by Danger, and now Jinku's in a little bit of trouble now. Ooh, big punch, and it was Danger who connected on that punch there. But he's also doing well with those leg kicks. Nice knee to the body there, and another kick to the leg. Oh, and now Danger. Ooh, uppercut it, and down he goes, but he gets back up again. Nice leg check there onto Jinku. And another uppercut. But Danger... Well, Danger can go to sleep, and ooh, he almost looked like he got beheaded a little bit. But that's an animation glitch there. But Jinku just took another head off. And for Captain Danger, he had a great run as champion. I mean, got it right on the chin. Danger is out, is what you're gonna say. Oh boy. Well, I mean, now that another new question is who's gonna beat Jinku? Well, now that Jinku took out Danger, his next opponent is going to be Walter
Ladies and gentlemen,
Johnson.
referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 9 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still
So 4 out of the 5 championships that got defended tonight
heavyweight
stayed where they are,
champion of the world,
with only Crushing Kelly becoming a new champion. So at the very least, we're gonna have 2 title fights. One is the rematch between Kelly and Jane, and then the other is going to be Jinku taking on Walter Johnson. But for Captain Danger, he has nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, Captain is. What more can I say about Captain's run as champion? All right, so Woody now goes to 15 and 11 or 13 and 8 as I have him on my Excel sheet since returning to action. But for Jinku, he now goes to 8 and 7. All right, let's take a look at some of the bonuses. The performance of the night for the submission goes to Feck, and the performance of the night for knockout and fight of the night goes to Firefox and Oliveira. But I honestly thought that the fight of the night should have been Voorhees and Baker, though. Notice how I am the fighting champion on every show? I haven't missed a step, and I haven't needed to go to the final round yet. So far, no, you haven't. But we'll find out what will happen the next time that you take on Walter Johnson. Not Walter the wrestler, but you know what I mean. But from all of us here, that's going to do it for our show tonight. Want to congratulate the new champion, the women's flyweight champion, Crushing Kelly, on becoming the new champion, and for all the other champions that kept their belts. And for Chaos Reaper to become a tournament champion and as well as Shauna Gears in her case as well. But those are the 2 number 1 contenders, and um, I forgot to ask her what championship she wants to go for. But in the meantime, thank you for watching, and I just want to say one thing, and that is, you know, take care of your family. And as crazy as this world may be, worry not about the things of this world and just worry about what you need to do. Just have a talk with God, do whatever you need to do, but just don't despair. It's a crazy world out there, and that's all I will say about it. So stay safe, stay together with your families, and until next time, I will see you on the next stream. The only thing I will say is, as far as streaming is concerned, um, yes, PPF is live, so if you want to go check his channel out, you are more than welcome to. Um, and also GG to Jinku from Captain Danger. So yeah, next week I will be doing the Madden Super Bowl, mainly for the fact that it will fit into the scheduling of Clinton. So stay tuned for that. As for the next thing, well, I will say that tomorrow I will not be streaming, so at least you'll have something like that. Until then, have a great night and peace.